Yo boys, how we doing? Today we are going to be getting into a heavy topic, okay? What does it mean to be a fucking American? Alright? And we're going to be playing some Balloons Tower Defense. I have a couple of notes. This is a little bit different of a style of video. I want to do this instead of a PowerPoint, like a slideshow. I'm just going to be chilling. I'm going to be fucking... What do y'all know about Balloons Tower Defense, huh? Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, stop fucking with me. Okay, we're going to be playing Balloons Tower Defense. We're going to be talking about what does it mean to be an American. So let's get it. Let's go. This is going to be mostly off the dome piece, by the way, so don't at me if it's bad. We're trying to get better with these YouTube videos, you know what I mean? But let me turn on my auto start as well. So, first point I want to make, okay? You don't need to be white. You don't need to be white. You don't need to be Christian. We have the freedom of religion, freedom of expression. We have the Civil Rights Act. We have equality. You do not need to be a certain race, religion, anything like that. So don't even get any ideas. I know that might anger some of you in the comments, whatever. You can take that and you can fucking shove it up your ass, all right? Realistically, I don't care what skin color you are. This stuff applies whether you're white, black, Hispanic, Indian, Asian. Doesn't matter, dude. But you do need to respect the people who built this country, the people whose ancestors built this country, and the religion that the country was founded on, which is Christianity. You have to have, at minimum, respect for that. You don't have to follow it. You don't have to be a part of it. But you have to at least respect it. You know, you can't be living in America being like, you know, fuck everything America was built on, fuck white people, all this stuff. You can't be doing that in the United States because that's completely disrespecting the history. You have to respect the history as well. You can critique it. You can critique all these things. You know, you can say maybe this was flawed or that was flawed about the people, their history, the ancestors, but you have to at least respect it. You know, you can't say, F them, they're all bad, everything was bad. You know, American history is flawed, as is the history of any nation. But you have to have the bare minimum respect for the country, okay? Or else you shouldn't be here. That is the baseline. That's the number one, like, if you don't agree with that, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? It's gonna mage up. I need to look at what the... Okay. Alright, cool. So, that's point number one. Just respect the people, respect the culture as well. You can't be living in America saying America and Americans have no culture. America does have a culture, guys. I've made numerous TikToks about this. Even in my video where I laid out my top 20 Americans of all time, you can see American culture shining in that video with, you know, Henry Ford, with Steve Jobs, with Stan Lee. Inventions are culture, but that's a topic for another day. We do have customs, we do have traditions, we have 4th of July, we have Thanksgiving, we have the customs of being, you know, hospitable, of being nice people in general. So you can't just sit around and, you know, disrespect the laws, disrespect the culture. Oh, shit. Okay, I forgot about lead. All right. Anyway, we're back. You can't be sitting around saying, like, F the country, F America, F Americans, F this, F that, and going around committing crimes. You're not an American, and you need to go home at that point. Okay. Now that all that is out of the way, we can get into, you know, a couple of more things. So, next thing is going to be, you need to have America as your number one nation in your priority list, okay? So, I put Christ over America. I am a Christian first, obviously. But I don't, my ethnic background is English. It's a little bit of French. It's a little bit of German. I don't put any of those nations over America at all. I have no connection to them. And that should apply to every single American. No American is going to have any other country above America on their priority list. So that means you can't have Mexico above America, you can't have China above America, you can't have Russia above America, you can't have Brazil above America. Regardless of the country, it doesn't matter what country. There's the one I'm not allowed to say either. You cannot have it above America on your priority list, or you're not an American. And that's just how it is. You can't do it. Now, I talked about respecting the people and respecting the culture, but you also have to respect the flag. And you can have design critiques or whatever, but you have to rep the flag. You have to like the flag. You have to be like, this is my flag. I recognize this is my flag. It goes with recognizing the American people as your people. Are we cooked? Sniper Monkey's doing it, boys! Let's fucking go, dude! Damn, dude! Sniper Monkey go crazy! Holy shit. That just absolutely saved my ass. Okay. That saved my ass like crazy. Alright. Let's get a couple more of those. Okay. Now, what does this not mean? Okay? Because I said at the beginning, it doesn't mean you have to be white. It doesn't mean you have to be, a heritage American like me. You don't have to be a Mayflower descendant or any of that shit. What else does it not mean? This doesn't mean you have to support the government. It doesn't mean you have to have an allegiance to the government, because it's completely not true. You don't have to have an allegiance to the government. Is there anything in here that I would need? Yeah, that. The founding fathers criticized the government all the time. They criticized each other all the time. They were always criticizing the government. That's what this country was built on. That's what it was founded upon. You know what I mean? The founding fathers hated their fucking government. And you don't even have to like the system of government. You could be in favor of something else, but you have to, at the minimum, have respect for it. Have respect to the fact that this is the way we do things. If you want to have something else, you have to go through the system to get it done. And if you don't respect that, it's not only you're not an American, you're not intelligent. Okay? You're not gonna change it through other means. It's just unrealistic. But regardless, I see a lot of people who live in the United States, have no respect for the United States, actively hate the United States, not as a government, which is completely fine. There's nothing wrong with criticizing the government. It's actually our duty as Americans to do so. But, and you know what? I'll go even further. If you are in a political party and you put the interests of your political party over the interests of the American people, you're not an American either. It's that simple. It's really that simple. I don't think any of this should be controversial. I don't think any of this should be antagonizing any groups of people. I don't think any of this should be a hot take or offensive, because this is the bare minimum, guys. This is literally the bare minimum. I'm saying to have respect for the place that you live in, to have respect for the people who built the country that you live in, to have respect for the people who inhabit the country that you live in, to put their interests at the top of your priority list when it comes to nations, that's the bare minimum. That's like the no shit level of bare minimum. And it shouldn't be controversial to say any of this at all. And I don't think it will be. I don't think you guys will take it as controversial. But I just wanted to make this quick little video to explain, like, a lot of people talk about what does it mean to be an American, and they say this and this and this, and you have to value freedom, and you have to be this, and you have to say this, and you have to be a part of the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. No, it means none of those things, dude. And you're honestly, I question your intelligence if you do say any of that stuff, because it's actually pretty sad. But you know what's equally as sad? People coming here, having no respect for the country, committing crimes, having no respect for the people here, putting the people of any other nation before the people of America, and then they reap the benefits. And this isn't meant to be a political thing. I don't have a political allegiance saying this. I have an allegiance to the people of the United States of America, my people. I don't have a I'm not racist saying any of this. I don't care. You could be you could be, like I said at the beginning of the video, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, anything. So long as you have respect, so long as you put the people of America before the people of whatever other country, so long as you respect the flag, so long as you respect our culture and our customs, you can be an American. But yeah, I just wanted to make this quick little video to explain that from my POV as a heritage American, as a founding stock American, as a Mayflower descendant. I wanted to put that, and as an American patriot, more than any of that, as an American patriot, I wanted to put that out there because I don't think anybody should be excluded from being an American so long as they have those things, right? No matter where they come from or who they are or what their parents did or who they are, I don't think anybody should be excluded from that. So make sure to drop your opinions on that in the comments down below, and make sure to smash the fuck out of the like button and smash the fuck out of the subscribe button. And I'll see y'all boys in the next one.